Hey guys, you're watching Hardcore, and this week in science has seen the development of an interesting theory by atmospheric physicists at the University of Toronto. It is commonly accepted by scientists that global warming is likely to see an increase in evaporation of the oceans. However, Frederick Lelabate, lead author of the new study, claims that this increase in evaporation would probably not cause an increase in storms, as had been previously theorized, but storms will be more extreme. Powerful storms are strengthened at the expense of weaker storms, meaning that there will be fewer and weaker storms around on average. However, the big storm will be much larger than what we are experiencing now. Also this week in science, there was the discovery of a dragon dinosaur in China, which paleontologists say could explain myths. This new species of sauropod, or long-necked dinosaur, belongs to a group of dinosaurs called mamenchisaurids, known for their extremely long necks, sometimes measuring up to half of their length of the body. Qijiang Long is about 15 meters in length and lived about 160 million years ago in the late Jurassic period. It's a very promising discovery and is the first of its kind in China. This week in science, one of nature's most fascinating questions about how zebras got their stripes has been partially answered. The amount and intensity of striping can be best predicted by the temperature and environment in which the zebras live in. Analyzing zebras at 16 locations in Africa and considering more than 24 environmental factors, researchers found that temperature was the strongest predictor of the zebra's striping. The finding provides the first evidence that controlling body temperature, or thermoregulation, is the main reason for the stripes and the patterns they form. Findings reported in the Cell Press journal Current Biology on February the 5th suggest that human language isn't as unique as we thought in its ability to reference external objects with socially learned symbols. Chimpanzees have special grunts for particular types of food, and their fellow chimps know exactly what those calls mean. Now, by studying what happens after two separate groups of adult chimpanzees moved in together at the Edinburgh Zoo, researchers have made the surprising discovery that our primate cousins can change those referential grunts over time to make them sound more like those of their new peers. One case involves apples, where a chimpanzee changed its grunt from its previous high pitch to a more dull and boring pitch to represent the same desire for having apples. Perhaps the most interesting and most related to human being discovery this week in science is a study about lonely ants and how they die young and hungry. A study tracked the behavior of a species of carpenter ant, the Camponatus fella. Lab colonies of worker ants were studied under 4 scenarios: single ants, groups of 2, 10, and single workers with 3 to 4 medium-sized larvae. The research revealed that isolated ants lived only 6 days. This is compared to the 66 days that group-living ants survived for. The scientists reported in the journal Behavior, Ecology and Sociobiology that the ants were unable to digest their food and walked themselves to an early death. The researchers stipulate that this provides insight into how important isolation can be for social animals, including humans. A lot of research is still required to make that leap, however it's very promising information. If you enjoyed this week's science update, hit like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for next week. Thanks for watching.